I'm Cori, and I'm a dancer, and I'm studying dance in college right now. And dance has always been a passion for me, and I started dancing when I was 4. And I love it because I feel like it's like a language, and you don't have to use your words to express how you're feeling or express the stories of how other people are feeling, but you use your body and you communicate with your audience and with the other dancers that way. I had my whole curriculum planned out, and I didn't end up using it as much as I thought I was going to. Every day I prayed about it, and I prayed that God would give me new ideas and lead me to what He wanted me to teach for that day. And it worked, and every day I taught something different, and it was amazing. It's probably one of the best weeks of my life. In the beginning, I think they were a little bit more intimidated. Like, they still wanted to dance, but they were more shy about it. But each day it got better, and the more I built relationships with the kids, I earned their trust, and then they wanted to dance. And by the end of the week, it was amazing just to see the transformation of the kids and them feeling comfortable with me and just with dancing in general and having fun with it. There's this little boy named Anthony, and at the beginning of the week, he wasn't responding at all, and he would just sit in the corner and didn't want to dance, and his eyes were just glazed over, and like he didn't really respond. He didn't respond to me asking him anything. He didn't move. He didn't want to do anything. He was just wrapped up in his coat and just sitting there. I learned later on that Anthony's dad was put in prison this week. But then I felt like God was really calling me to reach out to him and get to know him on a deeper level, and so then I spent more time with him each day and earned his trust. A part of dance is showing who you are and who you are in the world, and how we each have a purpose and we each have a plan for our life, and that God created us individually. For that, I just talked to them about how movement can be unique and individual, and like there was one little boy he was so cute. He had this little move every day where he would move his feet and move his hands. It was so cute, and he did it every day, and so like we would copy him. It was really cool to see that different kids had different moves and different things that they enjoyed doing, but we all shared them together. My favorite lesson was how God creates beauty out of the messes in our life. And so I had paper laid out on the floors, and I had kids put finger paint on their feet, and we danced across the paper. And then after, we had a big bucket of water, and I washed all their feet with getting all the paint off. And we talked about how 2 lessons. One, how God creates beauty in the messes of our life, and sometimes our life is messy and unorganized and not expected, just like this paint, and how it was messy and all over the place, but that God has a purpose for everything, and that God put us in that situation for a reason, and how in the end it turned out to be beautiful, just like the painting that they made with their feet. And then the other thing we talked about was how Jesus washed the feet of the disciples, and how just like Jesus was serving the disciples, how we as a community and as people together need to serve and support each other through life. I loved seeing how I could use my passion to make a difference, and I could use my passion to change these little kids' lives. And just my favorite part of the whole week was looking at these little kids while we're dancing, and just their big brown eyes and big smiles just smiling up at me and having as much fun as I am was amazing. And knowing that their lives are hard and they have so little, and yet they're so joyful and so happy to be there with you, and their attention span and just energy was so constant. Like, we were dancing for 2 hours a day with these tiny little kids, and yet they were so into it and just wanted to keep going and keep dancing, and they were all so unique and so special in their own ways, and it was really fun. When I go home, I'm going to work on living with joy every day and living like these little kids lived. And I'm going to always remember how much energy and how much life they have. My name is Cori, and I am art. I am art.